Hello and welcome to Zera's English Story, the channel where we embark on unforgettable journeys through storytelling to elevate your English skills. I'm beyond excited to have you here today, ready to dive into a fresh adventure that will spark your curiosity and boost your confidence in speaking English. In this video, we're going to explore the incredible technique of shadowing to transform the way you learn. If you're wondering what shadowing is, let me paint the picture. It's like stepping into the rhythm of a native speaker, mimicking their words, tone, and flow as if you're their echo. This method sharpens your pronunciation, hones your intonation, and supercharges your listening skills, making you feel like you're living the language. Here's how we'll make this video work for you. I'll share a captivating story with every word displayed on the screen for you to follow. First, listen closely as I read, then try repeating after me, copying my pace and emotion. Don't stress if it feels challenging at first. Every attempt is a step toward fluency. I chose today's story because it's heartfelt, relatable, and brimming with lessons that go beyond language. It's about Liam, a young man taking his first solo trip to Tokyo, a city of dreams and discovery. Written in clear, approachable English, this story is crafted to help you focus on understanding, speaking, and feeling the language. Here's the plan. I'll read slowly and clearly with the text on screen to guide you. Later, you'll have a chance to repeat key sentences with me, practicing your listening, speaking, and reading all at once. Are you ready to join Liam on his journey? Let's dive in. This is Liam's story. I'm standing in the middle of a buzzing airport, my heart racing like a drum. Today is the day I'm flying to Tokyo, my first time traveling alone to a place I've only seen in pictures. My backpack is slung over one shoulder, my passport and ticket clutched tightly in my hand. I feel like I'm on the edge of something huge, a mix of nerves and exhilaration swirling inside me. At the check-in counter, I slide my ticket to a friendly agent with a warm smile. "Welcome," she says. "Here's your boarding pass, seat 14C. Have a wonderful flight." I grin and say thank you so much, glancing at my pass, an aisle seat. Not my first choice, but I'm too thrilled to care. The security line is a chaotic maze, stretching longer than I expected. I shuffle forward, surrounded by travelers chatting in different languages, the air filled with the hum of anticipation. After what feels like hours, I clear security and make my way to gate 27, where I settle into a chair and watch planes glide across the tarmac. The announcement finally crackles through the speakers. Flight 324 to Tokyo is now boarding. Please line up by group number. My pulse quickens. This is it, the moment I've been waiting for. I board the plane, weaving through the narrow aisle, scanning for seat 14C. When I reach my row, I freeze. A man in a gray sweater is sitting in my seat, typing on his laptop. I take a deep breath, summoning my courage. "Excuse me, sir," I say politely. "I believe that's my seat." He looks up, slightly startled, and pulls out his boarding pass. "Oh, my apologies," he says. "Let me double check." He studies his pass, then frowns. "Mine says 14C too. Are you sure?" Now I'm puzzled. I pull out my boarding pass and show it to him. "See," I say, "mine says 14C, the aisle seat." He examines my pass, then his own, and his face softens into a kind smile. "You're right," he says. "I misread mine. It's 14B, the middle seat." My mistake. I feel a wave of relief, but also a pang of guilt. "It's okay," I say. "I don't mind switching if you prefer the aisle." He shakes his head. No, it's yours. I'll take the middle." He gathers his things and moves over, and I slide into 14C, grateful for his understanding. As the plane lifts off, I glance out the window across the row, watching the world shrink below. The clouds are like soft cotton, glowing in the sunlight, and I feel a sense of calm wash over me. The man next to me, now settled in the middle seat, turns and says, "Are you visiting Tokyo for something special?" I nod, eager to share. It's my first time, I say. I want to explore Shibuya, visit a temple, and maybe try real sushi. That sounds incredible, he says. I'm Hiroshi, by the way. I live in Tokyo, and it's a city full of surprises. You'll love it. We fall into an easy conversation about his favorite spots, from hidden ramen shops to quiet gardens tucked away in the city. I'm struck by how relaxed he is. Not a hint of frustration about the seat mix-up. A little while later, the flight attendant stops by our row. She checks my boarding pass, then Hiroshi's, and her brow furrows. There's been a mix-up, she says. My stomach drops. What now? You're actually in seat 14A, the window seat, she tells me, pointing to the pass. This is Hiroshi's seat. My face burns with embarrassment. I look at Hiroshi, expecting him to be annoyed, but he just chuckles. No problem, he says. I'm fine here. You enjoy the aisle, I stammer an apology. I'm so sorry, I say. I was so sure I had it right. Hiroshi waves it off. Mistakes happen, he says with a grin. Don't worry about it. I slide over to the window seat, my cheeks still flushed. All this time, I'd been so confident, only to realize I'd gotten it wrong. For the rest of the flight, I can't stop thinking about Hiroshi's kindness. He didn't argue or make me feel worse. He just smiled and let it go. As we begin our descent into Tokyo, I turn to him. Thank you for being so gracious, I say. I feel so foolish for the mix-up. He laughs softly. It's all good, he says. Enjoy Tokyo and maybe give your boarding pass an extra look next time. We share a laugh and I feel lighter, like I've already learned something before even stepping off the plane. When we land, I walk off with a swirl of emotions. Humility for my mistake, gratitude for Hiroshi's patience, and excitement for the adventure ahead. This trip is already teaching me something vital. It's okay to be wrong, as long as you own it and learn from it. So, what's the takeaway from Liam's story? First, always double-check your boarding pass. It's a simple habit that can save you from awkward moments. Mistakes like sitting in the wrong seat are easy to make, especially when you're caught up in the thrill of travel. But the bigger lesson here is about grace under pressure. Liam thought he was right, but he wasn't. And Hiroshi's kindness showed him that how you respond to mistakes matters more than the mistake itself. This is true for learning English too. You might stumble over a word or mix up a phrase, but that's part of the process. Every error is a stepping stone to fluency, and every kind interaction like Hiroshi's reminds us to stay humble and keep going. Now let's pause and reflect. If you were Liam, would you have insisted on keeping the seat or moved without a fuss? How would you handle a situation like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm eager to hear your perspective. Now, let's dive into some practical phrases and vocabulary from Liam's story. These are expressions you can use while traveling or in everyday life to communicate with confidence and kindness. First, useful phrases at the airport. I believe that's my seat, a polite way to address a seating issue. Repeat after me, I believe that's my seat. Let me double check, a courteous way to confirm details. Repeat, let me double check. Have a wonderful flight, a warm way to wish someone well. Repeat, have a wonderful flight. Second, travel vocabulary. Boarding pass, the ticket you need to board the plane. Example, I handed my boarding pass to the gate agent. Window seat, middle seat, aisle seat, the three types of seats on a plane. Example, I chose an aisle seat for more legroom. Security line, the area where your bags and ID are checked. Example, the security line was crowded but moved steadily. Gate, the spot where you wait to board. Example, my flight departs from gate 27. Third, polite conversation phrases. Don't worry about it, a reassuring way to say everything's fine. Repeat. Don't worry about it. Mistakes happen, a comforting phrase for errors. Repeat. Mistakes happen. Enjoy your trip, a kind way to wish someone well. Repeat. Enjoy your trip. Let's practice these together. Repeat after me. I believe that's my seat. Let me double check. Don't worry about it. Mistakes happen. Have a wonderful flight. Amazing work. These phrases are like keys to unlock smooth, polite conversations, whether you're traveling or connecting with someone new. Try them out in your next interaction. Thank you for joining me today on Zera's English Story. I hope Liam's journey inspired you to embrace your mistakes and keep pushing forward in your English learning adventure. Rewatch this video to practice shadowing. It's a game changer for building your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. If this story resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button to join our community of learners at Zera's English Story. Learning English is more than just words and grammar. It's about building connections, staying open to growth, and finding joy in the journey. Keep practicing, stay curious, and let every step bring you closer to your dreams. I can't wait to see you in the next video.